Hi everyone, this is Toasty Roasty Politics, and today I'm going to be showing you the best case scenario for Republicans in the Senate. So let's do this. I think California, that's going to be still 15 plus. Adam Schiff, he's not pulling the best, but still it's California, so I'm expecting to go 15 plus points for the Democrats still. Same thing with Hawaii, um, Maine, Vermont, and Massachusetts. Whoops, not Rhode Island. We'll get to you later. Massachusetts. If I can click. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, Massachusetts. I would have put Maryland as safe blue no matter what, but since Larry Hogan's running, I am not going to put that as safe blue in this scenario. So, yeah. Actually, let's make Maine likely blue. I forgot. Yeah, I think Maine does get within 15 in this scenario. I think Washington also gets within 15. Minnesota, New York, Rhode Island. If I can get, okay, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland. I don't think Larry Hogan's going to win. I think no matter what happens, Larry Hogan loses. So, yeah. And let's go for the safe red states. So we have Utah, Wyoming, both the Nebraskas, North Dakota, Missouri, Tennessee, Mississippi, Indiana, and West Virginia. If Joe Manchin was running, I could see this as still safe red in the best case scenario for Republicans. Now let's go for the likely red states. We have Florida, Texas, and I'm actually going to put Montana as likely red. I actually have Montana as likely red in my normal case scenario, and I have it as lean Republican in my worst case scenario for Republicans. I'll probably make a video of that soon. Worst case scenario for Republicans. I also have Ohio as likely red. I think Sherrod Brown loses by 5+ points in the worst case scenario for Democrats because Ohio's turning red and Trump's going to win the state by 10+ points. And you can say that Brown only outruns Harris by a few points. So if Trump takes Ohio by maybe like 13 points, and, if maybe Trump outruns Bernie Moreno by 5 to 7, that would still be like a 6 to 8 point win for Bernie Moreno. I think Bernie Moreno wins by like 6 to 7 points in this best case scenario. Now let's go for the lean Democrat states. In this one, I only have New Mexico. This is the only lean Democrat state I have. I think Republicans are running Dominici. How do you pronounce her name? And then I think the Democrat, it's Mark Unreich, something like that. But yeah, he won by like almost 25 points in 2018. But you had Gary Johnson taking away a lot of the votes. So yeah, I'm gonna put this one as lean blue in this scenario. I think Mark Unreich, whatever his name is, I think he's gonna win no matter what. I would love to see Dominici win, but I don't know if it's gonna happen though. So yeah, and then for our lean Republican states, I think Michigan goes by a lean red margin in this scenario. I think Mike Rogers might win by, you could say maybe around 3-ish points in this scenario. I think Eric Hovde wins by a lean margin as well. You know, if this was Ron Johnson running, I think I'd put Wisconsin as likely red, but since it's Tammy Baldwin instead, I think I can only put this one as lean red. Because if Republicans had the incumbency advantage in Wisconsin, I think I'd have to put that as likely red in the best case scenario. But no, instead of it being Ron Johnson versus some sort of whatever Democrat, it's incumbent Democrat Tammy Baldwin versus Eric Hovde. Eric Hovde is a very strong candidate, but I'm only going to put this as lane red in the Republicans' best case scenario. I think Eric Hovde can win, but and in this scenario, I think he wins maybe by like 2 to 3 points or something. Maybe exactly 2 points, but I'm gonna put that one as lane red in this scenario. I think Arizona. I think you're gonna see that flip in this scenario. I think Kerry Lake would win by, maybe somewhere around 2 to 3 points as well. It'd be the same margin as like Wisconsin. I think Sam Brown would win by exactly 2 points. As of right now, I'm gonna put that one as lean red as well. So yeah, these are all the lean red states I have, and I have one tilt Democrat state, and that's Virginia. Originally, I thought maybe Hunt Cow could win this race in the best case scenario, but Now, I don't know. It's looking pretty tough for him. I think he can't. That's gonna be a long shot, but it might be possible. But seeing Virginia go red on the Senate level this year, I feel like that's a bit too unrealistic. We'll be a little bit fair and we'll put it as tilt Democrat. So yeah, and the last state is the state of Pennsylvania. And for this one, I'm gonna put this one. This may shock some of you, but this is what it is right here. I'm gonna put this one as tilt Republican. Um, I know Bob Casey is an electoral juggernaut, but he's doing bad in the polls. Dave McCormick, he's striking distance away from beating Bob Casey in the polls. He's only losing by like 2 to 3 points. Originally I actually had Republicans doing better in Virginia than Pennsylvania on the Senate level for this year, but I think Republicans have a better shot at Pennsylvania now than Virginia. So yeah, Dave McCormick is polling pretty good. He's even doing better than Dr. Oz 2 years ago, despite Democrats putting up a terrible candidate. Yeah, John Fetterman won by almost 5 points, and he was a terrible candidate. So if you lose to that guy by 5, how on earth are going to beat Bob Casey? Well, Dave McCormick's been running a decent campaign, and also he's on the same ballot as Donald Trump, and Trump has very good Rust Belt appeal. So, and Dr. Oz, he was not on the ballot with Donald Trump, but Dave McCormick is. So that is one of the advantages that Dave McCormick does have. And also, you're having Democrat Kamala Harris right now, which she has less Rust Belt appeal than Biden, because Biden, you had Scranton Joe, but Harris just has nothing, basically. If Harris picked Josh Shapiro as VP, then she would probably have a little bit of Rust Belt appeal, but since she didn't, yeah, there's just no Rust Belt appeal. Maybe you get a tiny boost in Minnesota because of Tim Walz, but everywhere else, you don't really get a boost at all. Not really, so... Yeah, if Kamala Harris picked Josh Shapiro as her VP, then arguably I could put this as tilt blue in the best case scenario for Republicans. If Kamala Harris picked Josh Shapiro as VP, then Bob Casey might win no matter what. But since Tim Walz is the VP and not Josh Shapiro, then I think that helps Republicans a little bit more in Pennsylvania. So I'm gonna put that one as tilt. Republican in the Republicans' best case scenario. So guys, Republicans have 57 Senate seats in their best case scenario, and then Democrats have 43 Senate seats. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great day, guys. Bye.